Hello, you got Mr.
and Mrs. Smith.
And right now we want to, kind of dispose of myth and really just kind of open your eyes and get you to tap into your mindset and your perspective on how you view certain things and certain people. Everything ain't what it's saying. Tell them what I mean.
Yes, we've been really diving into the book, The Millionaire Next Door. And it really is two guys, that's the author, I can't think of them right now, but they did a study. They interviewed so many millionaires and so many non-millionaires, the ones who are making, minimum about $100,000 a year. And they really wanted to compare the two lifestyles. And what we're finding out with reading this book is actually the ones that's driving around in the fancy cars and have the really big houses, things that people would associate with wealth or associate with money, they're actually the ones who are not millionaires. There's the ones, their net worth isn't even close to $1,000. Now, one of the things that really stood out where we are in the book right now, they said that with millionaires, they can tell you exactly how much money they spend, not only per month, but per year. They set monthly and yearly budgets. I thought it was crazy.
Absolutely. And then this is another thing as it relates to, status. A lot of times we view certain things as wealth or success. But don't be fooled by all the flashy lights and the shiny objects or what have you. Because a lot of times when you think about it, the people who are more strategic with their money, do better things and make better decisions with it. And those who are frivolous and want to show off, so to speak, are the ones who are in debt. A lot of times when you look at these vehicles and these houses, all that translates to is debt. And this is something that we encounter. We run into a lot of people when we spread knowledge and we share information that we feel is valuable. Anyway, it was this millionaire, one of our business partners, and he was giving some valuable information. And he had on a sweater that this particular woman, two individuals in particular, didn't like. They felt like the sweater looked cheap. Here it is, he millionaire status and made millions, lost it, got it all back, and they judging him off of the sweater because the sweater what didn't look like something a millionaire would wear. And they actually literally told us, if he a millionaire, he needs to dress like one.
And it's like,
really?
What does a millionaire dress like? And with, reading this book is really, really, really opening up our minds to, how we view people and how, we've never really been big on status and like materialistic type things, but it is really opening up our minds to these things. But one of the things that really stood out for us was the budget, because I'm going to be honest, I always thought budgeting was just, I knew it was a means of saving money, but I can't lie, I did associate budgeting with being cheap, or broke people budget. And I'm learning that that's not necessarily the case. And it's funny because I've been a budgeter, so to speak, but I wasn't calling myself broke. I mean, it's kind of crazy. It's kind of crazy, but for them to be able to tell you exactly how much money they spend per year, like have it down to a science, I thought that was really neat. So definitely what we're going to do is we're going to work on setting up a budget. We can start with the monthly budget, and they know exactly what they spend on clothing, on household materials, on eating out. They know what they spend for the entire year. The entire year. So that's pretty much what this video was supposed to be about, was budgeting, okay?
Absolutely, and it's very detailed. So we're diving in and we're learning a lot, but the end of the moral of the story is everything ain't what it seems. Don't judge a book by its cover, because a lot of times that cover is a lot flashier than what's really inside. So that's all I got.
That's it. Mr. and Mrs. Smith signing out.